All right, let's unpack this. Today we're taking a deep dive into Mike Shaw Subaru. It's a pretty well-known dealership up in Thornton, Colorado. And we've got this comprehensive profile, basically laying out how they operate. Our mission, really, is to get under the hood, so to speak, and figure out how they've built this really strong reputation. It's not just about cars, is it? It's the community stuff, the customer experience. It kind of challenges the whole idea of what a car dealership even is, I think.
It really does. Yeah, what's fascinating here as you look at this report is you see this model where their commitment to social responsibility, it's not just like a side project. It seems genuinely woven into how they actually run the business. It's almost like their purpose, fuels the profit, not the other way around.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. And you see that right away with the community work. Over 15 years, the founders, Mike and Nancy Shaw, they personally gave over $4 million and helped raise, over $25 million for different local groups and nonprofits. That wasn't just like writing checks. The profiles suggest this deep personal commitment actually became a strategic thing, so much so that it impacted a huge business decision later on.
Exactly, because when Asbury Automotive Group, and they're a big national player, when they bought the dealership, they made a point of keeping the Mike Shaw Subaru name and kept all 120 employees, too. That's not just sentimentality, right? It suggests they saw real tangible value in that name, that community trust, that workforce. And if you connect it to the bigger picture, their charity work lines up really neatly with Subaru's own national love promise. Those 5 pillars: environment, health, education, pets, community. It's strategic. And it paid off. They got the 2025 Subaru Love Promise Community Commitment Award. That labels them an elite Subaru retailer.
Wow. And the impact is so direct, isn't it? You can actually point to things like a $70,100 donation to Children's Hospital Colorado's day treatment program. That's huge. Or giving over 300 new totes to kids in foster care via Operation Warm. Finding homes for 13 pets just by featuring them on social media. Even like gifting 100 trees. It's just really comprehensive. And Mike Shaw himself, his personal commitment is clear too. Getting into the Latino Leadership Institute Hall of Fame, that says a lot.
It absolutely does. And you see that same level of commitment, that excellence, extending to their customers. The ratings are consistently higher. We're talking 4.8 stars on Kelley Blue Book, 4.8 on DealerRater, big names and reviews, and 4.6 on Carfax. That puts them right near the top in Colorado. And what people often mention, according to the profile, is the sales approach. Knowledgeable, but no pressure. Fair pricing. And these little conveniences, like getting a Lyft ride when your car's in for service.
Those ratings are seriously impressive. But what do you think is the secret sauce there? How do they get such high recommendations? Especially like that Women's Choice Award 97% recommendation from female customers. That's phenomenal.
Well, that's a really interesting question. The report points to a couple of things for that award specifically. Their generous charitable giving was mentioned, and also having a kid-friendly atmosphere. So it suggests that for a lot of customers, maybe especially women, it's not just about the car or the price. It's also about the company's values, how they treat the community. It seems to build this extra layer of trust, maybe comfort.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And it's not just the soft stuff either. They're innovating too, right? This Click Lane platform is basically a start-to-finish 100% online car buying thing. You can get instant trade-in offers, real financing decisions, write down signed documents digitally, and they'll even deliver the car to your house or work. It's all about making it quick, easy, secure. Totally different from the old way of buying a car.
Right. And sort of holding all this together, the community stuff, the customer focus, the tech seems to be this core belief. Happy employees, happy customers. They invest in their people. Competitive pay, good benefits, creating this family-like vibe is how it's described. And that leads to a loyal, experienced team, which, directly feeds into that consistent, high-quality customer experience everyone raves about. It's like a virtuous cycle, isn't it?
So when you boil it all down, what are we really seeing here? Mike Shaw Subaru isn't just, a dealership that does some charity on the side. It looks like they show how deep, real corporate social responsibility, looking after your employees and innovating for the customer. They aren't separate things. They're all like interconnected parts driving their success and loyalty.
Exactly. For you, the listener, this really highlights how a business can genuinely thrive by strategically aligning its ethics, its employee well-being, and its customer service. It creates this integrated, impactful model that really stands out. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? In a world where trust often feels pretty low, could this kind of purpose-driven approach actually be the ultimate competitive edge?